Hey, hi, and hello, welcome to the video. As you can see in the title, we're gonna do a reading vlog, but it is with a series that I already read 5 years ago. Because I just looked at my Goodreads and it said, you started reading this book 5 years ago. I feel old, but I'm also very excited for it. And season 2 has just came out. And while watching season 2, I was like, I don't remember any of this, so we're going to be rereading. But I want to start off with the first book, which is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. When I read this the first time around 5 years ago, I was 16 or 17, depending on when exactly I read it, because I couldn't see when exactly. But I was around that age, and I'm turning 22 this year. So I'm very like this. I'm gonna wait to get back into the book. I will say I'm already a couple of chapters in. I started it yesterday evening, and then this morning I had the idea, oh, I can do a reading vlog out of it. So here we are. I am currently filming 2/3 reading vlogs or vlogs at the same time. So I'm gonna be in a lot of clips, and I'm gonna be needing a lot of clips. But we're gonna be reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This video will take place over a couple of months, because I want to read one book a month. And I want to do the same with another series I want to read in a reading vlog, but one book a month, so my TBR isn't overflowing with the same thing, I want to say. But A Good Girl's Guide to Murder is one of the books that I'm gonna vlog. The last thing I had marked in my book is that I'm on chapter 12. But I think I'm somewhere further into the story. Somewhere around, I think chapter 14 maybe. But, as you can tell, this is from my first time reading the book. All these steps are from the first time reading it. I don't know. I know the yellow parts are like transcriptions and things that her logs with like this APQ that she's doing. And I'm very excited. I don't know. I'm just reading it and I'm here for the vibes. I think I'm just 30% in. So not that far in. And I will definitely give you updates. But if you don't know what A Good Girl's Guide to Murder is, you're living on a rock. No, but seriously, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, you follow Pip. And Pip is doing APQ for her English A-levels. She's going to college after, in a while. I'm not sure when she's going to go. I think it's a couple of years, but she's doing this, I think, during the summer period if there's no school. But she does this for like extra points, an extra grade. Because she wants to go to Cambridge. And she was doing this APQ on a missing persons case that happened 5 years ago, and she is convinced that the one who said the murderer isn't the actual murderer. So she's doing this case on like what actually happened 5 years ago. I don't know. It is a YA book, but it definitely, as the series goes on, it's not really YA. It is YA, but especially the first book doesn't feel YA at all. What I can remember of the first book, I'm gonna be in for a wild ride. But like I said in the beginning, the series is also on Netflix right now. The season 1 and 2 are, on there. And season 1 follows this book, and season 2 follows Good Girl Bad Blood. And I was watching season 2, and I was like, I don't remember, like, some of the things happening. I was like, I don't remember this, or I don't remember that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna reread it. And I said I was gonna reread A Good Girl's Guide to Murder back in 2024 when the first season came out. I never got around to it, and now I'm finally doing it. I'm so excited. I want to do more rereads of other series soon too. Like, I want to read Off Campus again, because I read, The Legacy last December as a reread, and now with obviously Off Campus on Prime, I want to reread them too, because I feel like I've missed a lot. And I mean a lot of books and a lot of points, and I just want to be in that whole series again. I don't want to reread the whole off-campus universe, because to be honest, I don't feel that's necessary, because I read Charlie Method and all those other books pretty recently, like when it came out. So over the last 3 years, I want to say that I read them. But that's beside the point. We're going to be rereading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and so far in, very excited. And there are so many details that I've already forgotten about, that I'm like, hell yeah. I cannot wait to read more. And I think I'm on chapter 13, just by seeing where I just ended in the book. But yeah, I will keep you updated, and obviously it is probably going to be a long video, because I'm probably going to be yapping a lot. So grab a drink, grab a snack, and I will bring you along over the next couple of months. And maybe when I finish this series, it will be autumn or winter. No, we're not doing that. My brain of thought was like, I'm gonna do June, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I want to read this in June, so it's currently June 16th. And I want to read Good Girl Bad Blood in July, and then As Good as Dead in August. So over the span of 3 months, I want to reread the series. Like I also mentioned, just not to overflow my TBR, because obviously there are other books coming out that I want to read, and I just want to have some freedom. But believe me when I say it, I will binge this book probably today. So it's gonna be probably me today being like, oh yeah, by the way, I finished it like 5 minutes ago. But I'm not too sure about it, but I will keep you updated. I will see you in the next one. Like I said, I would update. I am like 55% through the book now. I'm just loving it as much as I did the first time around. But I forgot so many little details that happened in this book. I'm even flabbergasted now, reading it a second time, being like, how didn't I catch that like the first time? Or little things that will lead to the movie or the TV show. I'm like, that's why they added it in. If you read the book, I'm now at the part where they are at the hotel, checking for certain names. And I'm just seeing the TV show scene inside my head. I've watched the TV show more than one time. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm really, really enjoying it. Like I said, I think I will finish it today. Maybe tomorrow on the way to Amsterdam. But that being said, I'm really enjoying it. And I don't know if I will rate it any lower than I did the first time around. Because the first time around I gave it 5 stars. I honestly think that was one of my first 5-star reads ever since tracking it on Goodreads and whatnot. So it's crazy that 5 years later I'm reading it, and this book is 5 years after the case is closed. I read that and I was like, that was not intentional, but I'm here for it. So if you won't see me anymore today, just know that I finished the book, or I am reading the book. And I will finish as soon as possible if I have more thoughts, more opinions, or if I finished it. But don't expect me to hear from me today anymore. So yeah, I will see you guys when I have finished it. And final thoughts, because obviously I'm just gonna be ranting about it, I think. And yeah, I'm thinking of rereading the book right now. And when I have reread all the books, to rewatch the series, because I watched season 2 like once, and I want to read it or watch again after reading the second book, just to know where all the little things came from. Because I was so many people were like, this scene is exactly from how I imagined in the book, and I was like, I didn't even remember this scene out of the book. So that's really why I was like, I need to reread. Over 5 years, my brain has gone mushy with this book, but It is very good. It's very good. And the fun thing is, my mom has this book in her bookshelf too, but in Dutch. I will push her, because now she's reading The Housemaid by Frida McFadden in Dutch. And if she likes that, then she's in a Frederick mood again. I will say, read this book, because I think my mom will like it too. But I'm renting, I'm yapping, I'm doing anything, and I need to do other stuff. So we'll see you in the next update. So, like I said, I was gonna be back with an update on A Good Guide to Murder when I finished it, and I did 2 days ago. But yesterday was chaotic, so I didn't get to film. But I finished A Good Guide to Murder, and back 5 years ago I rated it 5 stars, and it is still a 5-star read. Even on a reread, I think it will never change. But oh, I forgot like so many little details, and it was truly an amazing reread, and I'm so happy I'm doing it. I will say, probably if I reread it now, even As Good as Dead, by the time the TV series will be out, I think I might have forgotten a little bit more details as well, but I can remember everything. I'm just a girl. But A Good Guide to Murder, if you haven't read it yet, please go read it. It is so good. And if you wanted to watch the series, do it first. And if you want to know more, grab the book, because I do think there's like a little bit more detail in the book, and you get the whole feeling of also their friend group. I don't know, I felt like I was reading it for the first time again, even though I knew everything was gonna happen, and I was like, yeah, Pippa, solve the case. I don't know, I really liked it. I think I just did one more tab than I originally did with my first read. So yeah, there's that. I absolutely adored this book. I may also have sneakily started Good Girl Bad Blood. I didn't know what to read yesterday in the train, and I was like, I can read, I don't know, other books, but I'm not in the mood for other books. I want to continue the Good Guide to Murder trilogy. And I started it. I don't know how far along I am. I think just a couple of chapters. Let me check. It's waking up. I am 8% into the book. With that being said, I don't know when I will finish the rest of it, because I'm reading another book right now. But I think I'm gonna read this like pretty soon. I don't think I can wait until July to read this book, but then that will probably mean As Good as That will be read in July-ish, I think. I don't know, if I finish Good Girl Bad Blood this month, obviously As Good as That will be in my July TBR. I don't know, I really like it. I have honestly no idea what I want to read in July. I got a couple of new books, but I have One Golden Summer up here. That is like one of the books I do want to read in July. And The Night We Met by Abby Menace. And then I don't know, maybe some other genres to freshen it up, but I don't think I'm gonna read like high fantasies in July. Oh, I do want to read the second book of The Lord of the Rings if I finish The Lord of the Rings this month, because I'm probably gonna do a reading vlog on this one too. I haven't started it yet. I did. I'm on page 32. I have to continue. But it's very small font. Okay, it's very small. But that's for a different video. Good Girl Bad Blood. It's I don't want to say it starts right where A Good Guide to Murder ended. It doesn't. It takes, I think, a year-ish after everything happens. I just read it yesterday. But she's doing like a podcast about the case, and there's gonna be trials with Max Hastings, and I hate Max. But you know, there's gonna be trials and everything. I don't know, I really like the trial aspect of season 2, that they did it so big. And I think it portrays a very good thing for season 3. Is why certain things happen in season 3. Or book 3. I'm very excited to see what they will do with the TV series. I know it's already been written and already been filmed during season 2. What the hell? I know it's gonna be 4 episodes, so I'm sad the moment it comes out. But yeah, we will have a chat about it then. I think I've yapped enough for now. I'm gonna be reading my other book, and if I have my other book finished, I might read Good Girl Bad Blood or read The Fellowship of the Ring. I don't know, but you will see when I finish or start a book in the next clip. But honestly, me right now, I don't know when, but it will be soon. It will be this month. I think it will be like my Kindle read for like evening time, because I was like, yesterday I was reading on my iPad and I was like, I'm gonna switch to my Kindle because the book I'm reading isn't on my Kindle. So there's that. Otherwise I would have probably started yesterday in the train, the other book that I'm reading now, but I couldn't. So I was like, I'm gonna do like my updates and then I'm gonna go straight back to reading. But with that being said, I will see you in the next update. You won't believe it, but I finished Good Girl Bad Blood a couple of hours ago, but I had to do some other stuff. So here's the update. What more can I say than it's a 5-star. Was this as good as Good Girls Get Murder? Probably not. It didn't give me the same excitement rereading it as, you know, Good Girls Get Murdered did. But this was still such an amazing book to be back into. And I'm so happy that I mood read this book, because I was like, I'm so in the mood for this book. I'm gonna read it right now. And I'm happy how I did, because I think if I waited until July, like I mentioned in the intro, I was gonna read 1 book at a time, or 1 book every month, and I was like, I just can't do that. So I finished Good Girl Bad Blood, and let me tell you, it's time for you to do a reread and just annotate it, highlight, mark, do everything you want with this book. And if you already watched season 2, reread this book too, because there are so many little details that connect also to the show. Like, so many scenes were like copy and pasted into the show, and I was so living for it. I really liked it. Okay, I know I said in my Good Girls Get Murdered update when I finished it that I was not gonna read Good Girl Bad Blood right now. I mean it this time with As Good as Dead. It's a fake book, and I do want to read another fake book right now, because I kind of promised my boyfriend I was gonna read this other book this month, because I borrowed it from him. But that will be also a reading vlog, so we're going 2 reading vlogs at the same time. But one, obviously, they are separate genres, because this is a thriller crime-ish book. The other one is a fantasy. But I don't know. I think I will update you when I am reading or gonna start As Good as Dead, but expect that to be like in 2, maybe 3 weeks. Yeah, I think that's more realistic. In a way that right now I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to binge them, because in the beginning of the month I did binge the Housemaid trilogy back to back, and I liked it, but I don't want to be the same, and I want to, you know, have the time for As Good as Dead. And I'm thinking that if I'm gonna start now, I'm gonna be like, I don't know, time scrunching maybe, because I do want to read another book that is on my TBR, or, you know, TBR is my mental TBR, but that series also has 3 books. I just want to read one of those books every single month, so I know I will be done in August, because I got told that that series is a summary read. So I will see you when I will start on As Good as Dead, and we're gonna get so many emotions then and updates, because I forgot most of the book. Honestly, I know what I know right now about the book is because I got a scene on TikTok or the Instagram comments. But I think rereading As Good As Dead will be like reading it from as new. But for now, I will see you in a couple of weeks when it's time to read As Good As Dead. I will see you then. So remember when I was telling you guys that I would not be reading As Good As Dead until like July? I think it's time for me to read As Good As Dead. Is it July? No, it's the 24th of June, but I don't know. I have finished my TBR for the month and I don't know what else to read. I know, you know, I'm in such a mood to read this book again because I don't know, you know, what happens and, you know, everything. So, I think it's time to read the third and final book, The Good Guide to Murder. If I finished this book this month, I would have reread the entire trilogy in this month instead of reading it every single month for like the next 3 months. Don't come for me, okay? There is something in these books that makes them freaking addicting. And it was like the same when I read them the first time around. And now I'm like, it is time. It is time. Yeah. I'm so excited. I don't know every single detail anymore. I do kind of know what happens with Pip. Because you know, it's also foreshadowed in the books and in the TV show. Do I know a bit more? No. I've seen a couple of TikTok comments or Instagram comments about this book and, you know, how everything will come down, and I know what will happen and how it will be settled, basically, but don't ask me like the major details, like, no. So we're gonna be reading As Good As Dead. I know when I first read this book, I was texting to someone and I was like, what the frick is happening here? He didn't know what was happening either. He's like, okay, you're reading a book, fun. But oh my god, this series is one of the first series that were like popular on Book Talk that I picked up, and I'm so happy. And I'm so happy to be in this world again. And I'm kind of sad that after this, it's also done again. So, you know, like you can say, oh, you can reread Killjoy, but I probably won't because Killjoy is mentioned in the beginning of season 2. I don't have the urge to reread that novella, if that makes sense. Will I ever reread Holly's other books? I don't know. This was just something, you know, I was itching to get to after watching the series, and honestly, I just want to read this book right now. So I will be updating you guys. I will be trying to keep it spoiler free, but I can't promise anything with this book because I'm gonna be very excited, and we're gonna be reading it like for the first time ever again because, like I mentioned, I don't know what happens in the book. I kind of forgot. So we're going on this adventure together. I will update you guys along the way. So a couple of things happened since you saw me this morning. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm a teeny tiny little bit sunburned from being in the sun today. But I was over at a friend's house for like a pool party. It was just the 2 of us. But he had a swimming pool set up. So we stayed in there for I think an hour, and this is the aftermath. Like I don't want to be talking about it. After this clip I will be putting something on it to get the redness away. But for now you have to deal with it. I'm sorry. But I have an update. I just reached part 2, which is also, I don't want to spoil, but like part 2, which is also halfway point. And I'm very happy about that. I'm just as addicted to this book as I was when I was reading it for the first time. I want to say I don't remember like a lot happening like the first part of this book, like part 1. I don't know, I remember what will happen now, like what, you know, what's gonna happen and everything. I love Pippa. I love Pip. Like, she is such a strong female character. Like, she is 18 or 19 in this book right now. I'm not sure. But the way they have been describing her trauma, and you know, she is suffering from PTSD. You can't tell me otherwise, but you know how book 2 ends. She's suffering from it right now, and it's coming back so many times. I love it. It's done amazing. I love the way Holly writes, basically. I think I've mentioned it a couple of times now. If she writes it, I will read it. Obviously, you can't see them, but here, my Holy Shrine is there with like special editions and hardcover books. But this will be all. I think this will be like my favorite YA thriller series that I will ever come across. Like, there's so many memories in this book that take me back to when I was reading it for the first time, and even right now I'm like, wait, what's gonna happen? I have to keep reading. Like, something happened and it's like major plot in this book, so I won't be telling too much about it. And I had to put it in timeout because I was like, I can't read this any further right now. I have to do something else really quickly and then pick it up again. Even though I know how it's gonna end, I had to put it away. Like, so I'm very excited to see like the details of how they're gonna resolve this problem, and you know how they will wrap it all up. So yeah, like I said, if you haven't read it yet, please do. Please do. If you think like it's a YA book, it is specifically a YA book, but it feels so much more mature than YA. Like in the beginning of the first book, yes, it is like a YA read, but right now, like on the back there, it contains adult themes. There is a trigger warning here. So, you know, read it, it's so good. And if you have watched the show and you haven't watched, or if you have to watch the show and you haven't read the books, read the books, because so much of those clues and Easter eggs that are in the show will make sense if you read this book. Like, that was the first thing that I saw when I was watching season 1 for the first time. I was like, hold on. It's this book. Like, throughout the whole 2 seasons, they have been foreshadowing this book. And I can't wait to see what they will do with it. So, I'm gonna keep on reading, and I will be back with an update when I finish the book. I don't know when it will be. I think tomorrow. Like, I think I will be back tomorrow, and then we'll discuss the whole series. We discuss this book, and yeah, that's the end. But for now, we have still half a book left. I'll see you when I have finished it. I finished As Good as That. I am absolutely speechless. Like, the details and everything. Like, honestly, I forgot everything about like the DT killer, and how that, you know, there is a certain plot point and that's gonna happen at the end of the book, and I truly forgot that. But I do think something is mentioned in season 1 about this book. I don't know, I just want to rewatch it. Like, I think over the weekend or over the next few weeks, I want to rewatch the series with everything I know now, because I know there are little Easter eggs inside of the book or inside the movie, the series. It's not just the movie series, it's the TV series, but that all relate to this. It's all connected. That's all I want to say. Like, stuff that happens in book 1 is resolved in book 3. Like, it's a full circle moment. A Google's Guide to Murder, you know, it all makes sense. And D.I. Hawkins, he made me scared for little moments. You would know how to pull it off, wouldn't you? In the corner on timeout. Like, I knew how it was gonna happen, how it was gonna end and everything, but those certain plot points, even I was gonna be like, oh god, maybe someone went to my house and rearranged this copy of this book. It's a different ending. I don't know. These books have been on my shelf for 5 years. I wouldn't know if anything would have done this any to my books. But I don't know if you can tell by my reaction, but this 5 stars, 6 stars, 7 stars, 8, 9, 100. I absolutely adored this book. I started it yesterday morning, I think, and I finished it like a bit more than 24 hours later. It had me in a chokehold. It had me by my neck and it wouldn't let go. It still wouldn't let go. Like, I might just reread them again. Right now. Right now. No, we're not gonna do that. Maybe in 5 years' time we will again. No, we're not. I'm saying that like, no, we're not. Watch me in 5 years. Reread them again. No. Overall, this series is a 5-star read. I want to say this is one of my god tier series. And like overall, I don't think a series in what I've read in the last couple of years, nothing has made me want to reread something after watching a TV show like this had. Like, when season 1 came out, I was like, I want to reread A Good Girl Started Murder. I didn't back then, and I'm so happy I did it now. Like, I was debating on it, truly. I was like, I want to read other books too. You know, I have books on my TBR. I don't want to reread the books. You know, I'm so happy I did. Like, this took me a week in total. I think I started this vlog last week, and that's why I wanted to justify myself with, okay, I can justify reading one book every single month. That will be fine, TBR wise. A week. So yeah, for you guys it's been like one video. For me it's been one hell of a week. Like, I knew I was gonna be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I have to keep on reading, I have to keep on reading. But it really was like that. Like, I know I said I wasn't gonna reread Killjoy, because I can see the value into rereading Killjoy, because I think when I first read it, it was pretty clear. It's just a night with them. But I think that book happens before A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And that's how Pip chose her APQ topic, was because they did this game. And this game is always also mentioned, I think, in the first or second episode of season 2. So, you know, I don't see the value into it. But if you haven't read this series, if you haven't, I highly recommend. And if you don't want to read them, watch the TV show. Because I want to say, season 1 isn't as book accurate as it could be. But Holly Jackson, the writer of the books, was writing on season 2. So it is book accurate. Like, it's translated so well, and I'm scared to see what they will do with As Good as Dead. But thank you for watching to this reading vlog. If you liked it, please leave a like and comment if you have read this series or watched the series, so we can rave about it in the comments. But please leave it spoiler free if you want to comment, because you know not everyone has read it. So do that. Subscribe down here. My other socials will also be linked down below and somewhere in screen right now. And I want to say thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.